review 3. So what we're going to do is write it in point slope form. So I'm going to do y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. Y minus something is equal to something times x minus something else. We're going to drop down to 5. It's going to give us y minus 5 is equal to the slope of negative 9. And then we bring over the negative 7. So negative 7 is going to make this plus 7. So our answer is going to be y minus 5 equals negative 9 parentheses x plus 7. I'm going to rewrite the order pair. Negative 7, comma 5. My slope equals negative 9. And I'm going to try to put it in slope-intercept form. So I'm going to write down y equals mx plus b. Y equals mx plus b. So y equals negative 9x plus b. I'm almost done. All I need to figure out is what b equals. So I'm going to write down y equals negative 9x in case there's partial credit. So to figure out what b is, I plug in the 5 for y. So it's going to give us 5 equals negative 9 times whatever x is plus b. So in this case, x is negative 7. Now negative 9 times negative 7 is positive 63. So 5 equals 63 plus b. We subtract 63 from both sides, and I think 5 minus 63 is going to be 58. So that's going to give us plus 58 equals b. Took me long enough. Plus 58. Now to go from this to standard form, all I have to do is add over the 9x. So that would generate 9x plus 1y equals 58. Factoring, I hope we're getting good at it. So I'm going to set up my parentheses. And x times x is x squared. And then the square root of 16 is 4. So 4 and 4. And we have to do the plus minus if it's a difference of two squares. So our factors are going to be x plus 4, x minus 4. Factoring number 5, I have to beat up 15. So x times x would equal x squared. Now to beat up 15, 1 times 15 equals 15. 3 times 5 equals 15. And those are the only two real factors that multiply to equal 15. So the pair that's going to reach 2 is going to be the 3 and the 5. So I put the 3, I put the 5. The bigger one is 5. So the bigger value gets that middle symbol, negative. Then in my country, we do it like this. A negative times a negative is a positive. And those are our factors. X plus 3 times x minus 5. Number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. These are composite functions. So I want to add 7x plus 1 plus 4x minus 2. So that's going to equal 7x plus 1 plus 4x minus 2. And this is kind of basic. All we have to do is combine like terms. So 7x plus 4x, that's 11x. And then 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. So our answer is 11x minus 1. Number 7, f minus g. This one's a little bit more involved. So I take the f value, 7x plus 1. I take the g value, 4x minus 2. Now, I'm not just going to separate them with the minus sign. This is the biggest mistake we make in algebra. We have to wrap it because we have to distribute that negative. We're subtracting all of g of x. So that's going to be negative 4x, and a negative times a negative is plus 2. So 7x minus 4x is going to give us 3x. 1 plus 2 is going to give us 3. So 3x plus 3 when I combine like terms. 7x minus 4x is 3x. 1 plus 2 is 3. For number 8, they're asking us to multiply them. So I'm going to use a little scrap paper. So f times g. So I'm going to set up a Punnett. And 7x plus 1, 4x minus 2. 7x times 4x is 7 times 4 is 28. X times x is x squared. 7x times negative 2 is negative 14x. 1 times 4x is 4x. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. We are going to combine like terms now. So 28x squared comes out by itself. It doesn't combine with anything. However, 4x minus 14x, I can do that arithmetic pretty quick, is negative 10x minus 2. So I had to either punt it or FOIL it. Any method is okay. 28x squared minus 10x minus 2. Number 9, that's what we call a composite function. And what we want to do is we want to take all of g of x and put it into f of x. So let's look up here. F of x is 7x plus 1. But I don't want to write down the x. I want to write down a parentheses because we're going to put something in to that parentheses. Plus 1. Now, I'm going to put g of x, which is 4x minus 2, inside of the parentheses. So 4x minus 2. Now we distribute and then combine. 7 times 4x is 28x. 7 times negative 2 is negative 14 plus 1. Now when we combine this or simplify it, 1 minus 14 is negative 13. So our answer for the number 9 space is going to be 28x minus 13. F inverse, first step is to write it down in y equals format. So I'm going to write y equals whatever f is. F is 7x plus 1. Now we're going to start the inverse operation process. The first thing we're going to do is flip-flop the x and y. So x equals 7y plus 1. First step now is to subtract 1 from both sides. Now I can't subtract 1 from x, so this left side of the equation is going to be x minus 1. The right side of the equation is just going to be 7y. We're solving for y, so we divide both sides by 7. The y's simplify out, so my answer is going to be x minus 1 over 7. Graphing, for number 11, we're going to implement opposite same. So the vertex is going to be opposite same. So we pop a dot at negative 2, positive 3, and then we implement 1, 3, 5. From that point, I go up 1 over 1. Then I go up 1, 2, 3 over 1. Go back to the vertex, up 1, left 1. That's what the 1, 3, 5 does. Up 3, left 1. And then we'll connect our dots. For the linear graph, y equals mx plus b, I begin at negative 2 on the y-axis. And then from there, I implement the slope. So since my slope is 1/3, that means I go up 1, right 3. Up 1, right 3. Up 1, right 3. Work it back in the other direction. Connect the dots. And good luck on the quiz.